Welcome to Civilness Academy. So this is the announcement for UPSC Prelims batch. That is exclusive UPSC Prelims batch. Okay. So myself Vaidyanathan, and I have completed my medical degree at Dr. MGR Medical University. And after completion of my degree, I pursued UPSC Civil Services, and I landed an interview for 4 times. But I could not crack it, and so I turned my career into coaching the students. So since 2014, I'm teaching and skilling up the students. Okay, so this is a Chennai-based academy. Our academy, Civilness Academy, is a Chennai-based, and so far our teaching. I mean, I was teaching in bilingual way, Tamil and English, and but this batch will be exclusively for. Exclusively be in English. Okay, right. So that is what the announcement for you, and moreover. The entire spectrum of classes like history, polity, economy, environment, science and technology, everything will be available to you on recorded version. Okay, so the online batch students will be uh, studying this entire broad based prelims classes in app. Okay, so our Civilness IAS Academy app. Okay, right, let it be. So that you can find it on the Play Store and you can download it on your own. Okay, right, let it be. So let me introduce our session, UPSC Prelims exclusive Prelims session. Okay, and I always advocate the students to read the UPSC examination in a combined manner. For example, I will advise them to take up the studies prelims as well as the mains combinedly. Okay, but we are starting the exclusive prelims batch. Okay, why? How? Means, so already we have taken the mains exclusive mains batch. Okay, so in that we have extended more than 500 hours of classes available for exclusive mains. That is particularly for mains, not for prelims. Okay, we have taken up the classes for GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. Okay, all the lectures are available in our application. Okay, so that is available in our academy app. Okay, so that is what we have planned for landing into exclusive prelims batch. Okay, so what we are going to do with this batch? Okay, so how our lectures will be? Okay, so because I am very new to this English platform, I mean, I am very new to this English lectures because I am just introducing my lectures, English lecture online only for this time. So that is why it may get a few days to accommodate my lectures and all. Okay, right, let it be. So we have planned for UPSC Prelims batch in such a manner that it will be covering the entire spectrum, and it will be delivering the entire intellectual needs for the candidates. Okay. So first of all, we must understand that whatever we want to learn, first we need to learn, then we need to test ourselves. Okay. For example, if you want to get the license for your two-wheeler or four-wheeler drive, you might be first you learn. Okay, how to drive the car, how to park the car, how to park the vehicle, how to overtake, and everything you will be learning on your own first of all. And then you will be undergoing the test, RTO test. Then if you are okay, then you will be given the license. Okay, so this how the process. Even our curriculum from the school, from the kindergarten, we will be taught something, and they will be asked something regarding what we were taught. Okay, so something, so teacher will come and he will be she will be teaching, and after that she will be asking the questions. Okay, the same way, this is a very process, very spectacular process of any curriculum. Okay, so how a knowledge will be important and will be tested means first deliverance of the content. Okay, so the same way we will be delivering the content. For example, as you might be knowing the pattern of the UPSC prelims, mains and interview, and the entire spectrum of process, entire three stages of process will need some quality from the aspirants. Okay, what are those qualities? Let me say, for example, you need to undergo knowledge transformation compulsorily. If you want or do not, if you don't want, you need to study geography, history, polity, economy, environment, science and technology, and current affairs. Okay, they need it. The UPSC wants the candidate. UPSC is a recruiting agency, so it supplies the manpower for all the central government jobs across India. Okay, so for administrating the India, you need certain skills. So those skills are tested through the examination. So what are those skills? You need to have the knowledge, you need to have the emotional competence, you need to be very accurate, you need to be very quick minded. So these are all the qualities that I will be giving you in the lectures. Okay, so one by one I will be simply incorporating along with the lectures. Okay, so UPSC is a testing agency that simply recruits the people for the jobs. So for that, they are testing the knowledge, they are testing the memory, they are testing the accuracy, they are testing the insightfulness of a candidate upon a particular topic and all. So that is why they are having the multiple choice options in preliminary examination and descriptive type of questions in the mains examination and oral questions and the interview. Okay, you might be seeing in some state public service commission, there will be only the MCQs. For example, group 4 exam, there will be only the MCQs and then certificate verification, then they will be get appointed for a particular job. They do not need to write any descriptive answer for any stage of the examination. Only they will be attending the MCQ format of questions. Okay, but those jobs will need very I mean some different skills. I am not weighing anything. I am not simply weighing anything against anything. Okay, I am saying simply whatever the job is, what are all the jobs that needs a specific skills, they will be having the different types of examination pattern. Okay, the same way UPSC also having the pattern prelims, mains, interview. They are testing the only whether you know or not, whether you know or not, simply just to put it on the paper, and that too you can encircle the small dots and you will be getting the marks in the prelims. Okay, you are not supposed to describe anything. If you know means you can tick out of 4 options. So that is what the prelims. But in case of mains, you need to be very descriptive. You describe something. They will be asking some questions and you need to describe. Okay, what something you have read in the prelims examination, for the prelims examination, and from the NCERT, something you have read. So they will be asking the questions from the NCERT and current issues, national issues, international issues, whatever. But you need to describe everything on the paper and within the stipulated time. And minimum you should be hitting the 120 questions. Okay, minimum 120 questions you will be attending in the mains examination out of 9 examination. Okay, so what it shows means you need to be talkative, you need to present yourself on the mains examination. Okay, what are all the content you have learned so far has to be written on the paper. So on the examiner will know your mind. Okay, so on reading your paper, they will be knowing your mind. Okay, so such kind of skills are needed for the administrator. That is why the UPSC has kept 3 stages of the examination. Okay, so for that, we simply how we have planned our syllabus means first we will be delivering the content to the candidates. Okay, so content means the content where we are getting from everything from NCERT. Okay, why I am taking on and why I am stressing upon NCERT means NCERT is the source material that I mean from which the questions are being framed. Okay, all the questions. So let us say out of 100 questions from the examination. Okay, UPSC preliminary exam. Out of 100 means 80 questions will be from static part and 20 questions, let it be 20 questions will be from current affairs. So we take only the 80 questions and where they are taken from, and they can be sourced to NCERT. Okay, that actually the statement may not be the very exact accurate statement as that of the NCERT book, but the ideology and the statement will be having the similarity and resemblance from the NCERT. Okay, they are not taking any questions out of it. They are playing within the syllabus only. But the thing is approach. Okay, And the majority of the state curriculums, state government curriculums will be based on the rote learning. The students are led to, the students are forced to mug up, okay, every time, okay, let it be the science or history or whatever, English poem and whatever it is, they are forced to mug up, okay, and they are getting the marks and they are getting passed, and even it happens in the graduate level also, okay, but such kind of magic trick will not be working here. Such magics will not be working in the UPSC. UPSC all about understanding. Okay, instead of keeping Union Public Service Commission, they can themselves rename as a Understanding Public Service Commission, we can say. Okay, so it's all about understanding the concept. Okay, so the NCERT, the content we are going to deliver will be based on NCERT. Okay, so first of all, we will be delivering the content, and once the content is over, okay, for example, let me take the solar system. Okay, so this is chapter 1, it's a solar system. Okay, so we will be delivering the lecture on solar system, what are all the present in the NCERT book. Okay, so we'll be giving the minute notes regarding the solar system. Okay, the solar system chapter is over. Okay, right. So next level, what we will do in the next means, we will be giving some offshoot questions with regard to solar system for mains. Okay, for example, this is a solar system we have studied. Okay, so hereafter you should be looking for any even black hole or any universe related or any astronomical phenomena. So if anything comes in the newspaper, you need to read for mains. Okay, in such a way we will be equipping the students. Okay, and another way for prelims approach, we will be giving the prelims approach as well as the mains approach for the particular topic. So for example, how the solar system can be studied. We have given the lecture for solar system, that's fine, but how it should be seen from the UPSC point of view. Okay, static and dynamic will be. So for example, if you find any questions related to satellites and black hole and any other solar system related object in the newspaper, you should be reading that. Okay, so this is the approach. Okay, for example, we will be teaching the solar system. The NCERT will be giving the tabular column. So in the tabular column, you will find the size of the planet. Okay, so Jupiter is the largest one, Saturn is the second largest one, such a way. Okay, so everything will be on the NCERT, but the question will be like, so consider the following statements. So Earth is the fifth largest planet in the solar system, so and so. This kind of statement, we will be, it will not be directly on the NCERT, but on reading all those materials and information, we come to know we need to drive we need to drive all the information and we need to compose the answer. So all these things will be taught in the analysis session, that is approach and analysis session. Okay, just after the content session. So for every chapter, for every subject, for every chapter, we will be delivering the lectures and we will be giving the approach session for prelims as well as for the mains. Okay, so let me take up the another example. For example, rivers. So rivers, we will be teaching you for a preliminary purpose as per the NCERT. Okay, so what are all the rivers? How from there it is getting originated and where it is and in which area it is ending up. Okay, we will be teaching this. Okay, so for prelims purpose, for example, after completing the lecture upon rivers, in approach session of the prelims, we will be teaching. Okay, so where the river get originated, whether it is a Himalayan river or peninsular river, whether it is making any delta, if any bridge has been constructed across the river, any dam project is undergoing in the particular river, whether any historical monuments or national park is located on the bank of the river, how many states in the river is crossing. Okay, so recently it was appeared in news, why it is appeared in news, which state it is located, from where to where. Okay, so what is the length of the river compared to other river? So what is whether it is a distributary or tributary, whether it is making delta or not. Okay, in this way we need to read the static information from the NCERT as well as the current affairs. If you see any river related information in the newspaper, you need to know all these things. This is the approach. Okay, for river approach. For example, the same for the same example, for mains approach will be like, okay, so if you are damming the river, what are all the consequences? So how the biodiversity will get affected, and the terrestrial landform and aquatic landform, how it will be. So what is the impact upon the marine life if we are damming the river, and if you are diverting the river and changing the natural course of the river, what will be the consequences of the geological stability, whether damming of river will give rise to the earthquake or will turn into will make or will cause the earthquake or not. Okay, how the studies will be, and interlinking of river, what is the incurrence of public money into the project, whether it is interlinking of river is good or bad, and what are all the economic issues and what are all the political issues. So in this way you need to read regarding river. So this is what we will be giving the offshoot information regarding the river. So now you come to know the NCERT hosting the river chapter. Okay, so from this, after knowing all these basic things, you need to jump for the mains, and in the mains also you need to look the river related information as per the instruction that we are giving. Okay, you got the point. So comprehensively you are covering the prelims and mains. Though this session will be exclusively for prelims, we will be giving the offshoot information and offshoot approach to mains also. Okay, so for that you will be preparing whenever the content related information is appearing in the paper, you will be extracting it and you will be writing down on a current affairs. Okay, so finally this preliminary session will be the eye opener for selecting the current affairs and fixing the current affairs under the UPSC heading. You got the point? Okay, so this is how we have planned our session. Okay, so after completion of the class and the approach and analytical class, and after completion of the each subject, for example, if you complete the geography subject, then you will be writing the test on the geography. You got the point? Okay, so on the test we will be assessing. Okay, so whether what are all the approach we have taught and whether you are applying those ideology while answering the paper, we will be checking out. Okay, if you are, for example, out of 100 questions you are attending the 80 questions, and out of 80 you are getting 40 questions corrected and 40 wrong, means the approach need to be changed. So that kind of ideology we will be delivering in the lecture, and there will be a general mentoring session will be to you. Okay, for example, continuously, for example, I mean, you may be from different kinds of age, from 21 to 37 UPSC qualification, I mean UPSC examination age qualification. But some people have started attending the class in the second year of the college itself. So nearly 18 to 19, they have started. Okay, after 18, we are enrolling the candidates, and they are also studying. Okay, bilingually they are studying, and for online batch also, I hope some people will be joining and reading. Okay, so for them, literally, for them they need to be on track. Okay, they need to how to manage. For example, the mentoring session will be for your learning difficulties. Some people will say, sir, I keep on reading and my eyes are tearing up. Okay, literally it is getting burned. I am getting headache. Okay, I feel sleepy. Okay, I could not study. I could not manage the time. I mean, beside going to college, how can I manage all these things? These are all the questions. Okay, a candidate will be having on their mind. Okay, so for every question, we have the solution. Okay, so so this will be our process. Okay, and the entire process, we expect you to be very punctual and very disciplined, very exam oriented and focus on. I mean, we are expecting you to be focusing on our UPSC lectures. Okay, so books and I mean in this technological era, we do have everything. Okay, so literally, artificial intelligence has changed the dimension of the preparation, but it is lacking the emotional part. But here the humans are uh, both the emotional as well as the intellectual. Okay, we need to balance the both. Okay, the materials will be giving the information regarding the intellectual progress. But we, the human, will be managing it. So through the emotions, we'll be managing the intelligence. Okay, so for that, how we need to prepare, how we need to approach, and everything I will be giving you on lectures. Okay, so general mentoring session will be focusing on your day-to-day learning problems. So how to approach, how to avoid, how to be fit, how to be physically fit, how to be mentally fit, everything will be dealing. Okay, we expect you to be very exam oriented and very dutiful. Okay, very sincerity from you people. Okay, so that alone will take you to the next level. Okay, so whatever the instruction that we are giving, because for taking up the lecture, if you want to deliver a lecture for 1 hour means we need to prepare for at least 10 hours regarding the subject. Okay, that is civil service is highly very vast. Okay, you might be knowing. Okay, so the information that we give in the classroom, you should be listening to it very much. Okay, so very carefully you need to listen to us, because the material and the technologies you can have at any point of time at any place, okay, on your own, but the lectures and the instructions and the approach methodology, that matters. Okay, so mere possession of weapons will not make you to win the war. Okay, you need to know how to maneuver, how to handle the weapons to win the war. So that is what important. So that is what we are focusing both on maneuver as well as the material. Okay, so this is how our lecture will be, and the lecture will be available through online. Okay, so entirely the class will be on English. Okay, entirely it will be on English. History, polity, economy, environment, science and technology, geography. So everything will be covered. All the static portions will be covered. Okay, so at the end of each subject, the test will be conducted, and you are expected to write down the test and come to know, and you can reflect yourself on the test. And based on that, we will be finding out the learning difficulties if you are experiencing, if anything. And based on that, we will be giving you the roadmap. You need to change the personality. You just change your thoughts and change your mind, change your activities, change your behavioral sequences and everything based on your test result. Okay, so at any cost, we will be leaving no stones unturned to make you understand in the class. At last, you will be understanding everything. Okay, you will become the Zen monk. Okay, you know Zen monk. He'll be having the answer to everything. Okay, so in that way, you will be feeling at the end of each session. Okay, so after the end of the subject of geography, you will come to know, you will be able to answer you will be able to answer whatever the question being asked to you and whatever the question being thrown at you in different dimensions and different perspectives. Okay, so this is how we have planned. Okay, I expect you to be very decisive and very disciplined and very focused and very sincere and very listenful. Okay, so that changes. That is a KT, that is a knowledge transformation. You will be undergoing knowledge and emotional transformation while you are undergoing the UPSC preparation. Okay, so that is what we have planned, and we'll be seeing you on the class. Okay, and if any more information is needed, and you can uh, call over this phone number, and this number will be having WhatsApp as well as the Telegram. And you can also contact us in this number. And if you want to visit, you can visit this place. Civil Nest Academy is operating in Chennai. Okay, so if you want to visit us, you can visit us. Okay, and get your doubts cleared before joining any sessions. Okay, right? So thank you, and see you in the class. Thank you.